Welcome to this channel. Welcome, this is your girl, Li Noori. This is Li Noori, Oracle of Li Noori. And today I really want to get into some things regarding being alone, feeling alone, and going through different experiences where you feel like no one else may be going through it, just like how you may be going through it. And honestly, I feel like when I feel alone, personally, it's time to shift gears. This is a channel where we dive deep into healing regarding spirituality, wellness, dance, and even philosophy. Just getting ourselves and people outside of us to think a little bit different. Just challenge the way you think, the way you believe, how the world functions, because sometimes we could be pessimistic regarding how we think of the world and how we are represented in the world, right? I remember when I was living in New York in 2020, and I had 2 jobs, and I was more than stable, and living alone in a big city, feeling young, being young, and making about, I'm not going to disclose how much I made a week, but however, I felt comfortable. And then all of a sudden, within 2 weeks, I lost both of my jobs because of what they call a pandemic. I felt like it was just a knocker to my world. If I could put it in one sentence, the rug being just slipped out from underneath my feet. And I didn't understand what to do or how to even react to it. I'm a person where I like to be around people and, give off good energy, get good energy, and vice versa, whatever you want to call it. I love to just be in the vibe. With 2020, you had nothing but being in your own vibes and whoever was in your household, which was just me and this cat. So I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. And I felt like after a minute, I had to just take a moment to think. I had to switch gears because I'm not the type of person where I want to stay stuck and stagnant. As people, we grow, and that is what we're meant to do. We're blessed with intelligence. We're blessed with cognitive function. And regarding esoterically wise, we have an immensely lit spirit within that if we just tap into it a little bit, we can see it in the physical realm. I had to accept my status, accept my mentality, accept I was hurt, accept I was stuck, right? And I didn't know what to do, and the world was going through it at the same time, but I didn't really care because I was going through it, to be honest. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, everyone's going through this, but like, how am I gonna make this out, Because if I can help myself, I can help the next person, but we all down, like, well, one, But at the same time, acceptance, there was certain deliverance after that, because when you accept, you meditate on what, your consciousness tells you, what your spirit has been screaming to you, the things that you've been ignoring, and then after that, you are introduced to self-love because now you have certain standards, certain boundaries, certain goals within mind that now all you have to do is just put focus to. So acceptance, deliverance, and then self-love and focus are usually the 4 steps that I use to get out of my, what I call hermit modes, long tower moments, whatever have you. Everyone has a story, right? And that's not to demean anyone, your story, or anyone else's, but everyone has a story. And sometimes I am grateful that my story is not as bad as this, And I feel like, wow, the things that I have gone through in life, if I didn't worry about it so much, it was going to resolve itself at the end of the day in the first place, All I have to do is just think positively and promote actions within myself and outside of myself to hopefully get myself out of this certain position. Usually there is an unexpected change, and people don't like change. We're used to what we're used to. I worked behind the bar for years, and there are people that will skip over the whole menu and still order a vodka soda or gin and tonic. Like, we all think it's plain, but at the end of the day, they like what they like, you know? So unexpected change, we don't like change, but we have to evolve and adapt to such change, and there's a process to that. We do unexpected things when we adapt to change, that sometimes at the end of the day, we need to even forgive ourselves for. It's about having an honest conversation, forgiving ourselves, forgiving others. And like I said, we have cognitive function as humans, intelligence, so we can grow, and in a human way we can just go through this madness together, because it's important to know that a lot of people that we may look up to, a lot of people that we may feel like, is here, and we may be not in that standard or whatnot. We all have a touch of this madness called life and earth, and there isn't anyone that hasn't gone through anything that was trials and errors, and there may be trauma that would be attached to that. But what do? We can accept, we can deliver ourselves and provide self-love, and then stream into focus right after that, because there are steps to getting out of such a rut. Shift your gears, you know what I'm saying? Our subconscious throws elements and experiences in our minds, so sometimes it's hard to get over such a moment, because we keep thinking of something, or something keeps popping up in our heads, and at that time it may be hard for us to even go to bed. But in all honesty, insomnia is a real thing. We all go through different occurrences that are results from such trauma, such things we have not accepted yet, right? But at the same time, I encourage one to recognize yourself. I encourage one to forgive yourself and others, because when you forgive, you take back that part of you that was hurt and compromised. That is something to patch onto your armor, like in Girl Scouts, when you cross the bridge, you have a little patch that could go on your vest, you know what I'm saying, your sleeve, and no one can take that from you because it's sewed in, Anyway, enough of my Girl Scout experiences. We can take back by forgiving, replace that essence of yourself with your forgiveness. It's a great trade, and it's priceless. The only thing you would have to sacrifice is your own ego, because our ego protects our soul, is the armor, and it's really battered up sometimes because we're in this world full of triumph. But at the same time, don't let your ego control you and control your emotions. You can forgive, but take it back. So that's what I have to say for today. I am with you if you feel alone. I recently the universe gifted me a cat. I honestly don't know why this keeps happening. You're not alone, and you're forever in my heart, because bright light ones, we need that support, we need that energy, we need that community, I call it soul sisters, my soul brothers, and at the same time, we appreciate you and your existence, because you help one and another and another and another just by existing. It's called being an example. So with that being said, if you could get down with the crown and you feeling this sound, like, share, subscribe, and join my tribe. Share because I know you care. Like, comment, or down below, just to give me some affirmations, give me some knowledge pieces, and think notes about what you think of how to get out of such triumph, such depths, deep, dark voids, and traumas and things of that nature. None of us may be therapists, but great human and spirit energy is somewhat a first step to healing. So I thank you for your time. I'm out and done with this rhyme. Peace out. Send my love.